Dale Media. Fueled by C4, Cellucor, and Extend. Use the code Clydesdale to get 20% off at checkout at c4energy.com. The 2023 season series with some amazing athletes. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notifier so you're first to know when new episodes are available. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Clydesdale Media season series, where we're following a handful of athletes through the 2023 CrossFit Games season, one of them being the lovely Jamie Latimer. Jamie, what's going on?
Not much.
So tonight's going to be fun because we didn't chat a lot today. It's been a busy day for me, and so we didn't really get to talk about much that happened today. So you did your final two workouts and semifinals.
Mm-hmm.
So let me start at this place. So last night we were on.
Yeah.
You had not checked the leaderboard at all.
Correct.
So you were completely unaffected by the gaffe of CrossFit HQ and the fact that the leaderboard is not correct.
Correct.
As of now, it is still not correct on the leaderboard.
Correct.
So now you're affected by it. However,
Yeah.
they did send out an email with the corrected scores in it. So you, the athletes, kind of got to see that. Some people got their hands on it, like Brian Friend, Mike Halpin, and they have published that on Instagram. If you want to go see the official, unofficial scores, because they still have to be verified.
Yeah.
And all of that stuff. But with the 50-point Bs and the 100-point As, that is all you guys have been given that. And some people have released it out on Instagram. And I probably should have done that as well, since you shared it with me. I had it. I could have done it. But it's just been a busy day.
Yeah.
So now you were kind of affected by it. How long did it take HQ to get you the real leaderboards?
I want to say that came through at like 4:30, something like that.
So 25 minutes after we normally see?
Yeah, because it scores are due at 3. The leaderboard doesn't usually populate till 4. So yeah. Yeah.
Usually a couple minutes after 4 seems to be the trend.
Yep.
So about 25 minutes. Do you want to talk about the results first and then go back to the workouts, or do you want to talk about the workouts and then go to the results?
I don't care. Your choice.
I'm letting you choose your adventure, just like workout 2.
We can talk about the workout.
Okay. So we talked about 1 and 2 last night.
Yep.
Then we went to number 3.
Yep.
Number 3 was what I'm calling baby DT.
Yeah.
And then a handstand hold.
Yes.
And it was more interval style. Got to add that in there too. 2 minutes on, 1 minute off. AMRAPs, 5 of them. So you dive into, I know you tested it. You sent me your test video earlier in the week. I would say your real video looked better than your test video.
Mm-hmm.
Let's walk through the strategy.
So my strategy was I had written out a board from what I had done on Wednesday or whatever, when I did 3 of the 2-minute AMRAPs. And when I tested, I went 2-4, 2-7, 2-8. And I felt better in that third round. So I kind of told myself, start slow so you can kind of build over the EMOMs or 2-minute AMRAPs. I got 210, 212. What did I get? 210. Yeah, 210 on the first. Yeah, 210, then which was more than I wanted. So when I wrote out my board for this, I said do 2-7, 2-7, 2-8, 2-8, and then max. So I went more because I was at like 15 seconds left or something when I was at the 2.7. I was like, maybe even 20, I don't know, 20 seconds maybe. I had a lot of time left. I was like, oh, just single out some cleans, hit some more. And then I did the 2.8, 2.8, 2.8. That was planned. And then I hit 2.10 again. So I feel like I was super consistent. And this was like the workout that when it came out, I was pretty excited to test and see where I fall on the leaderboard, because like, while I might not have top end strength, I do pride myself on moving a moderately heavy barbell pretty well, and like, especially over time. So I really wanted to see where I would fall on this, and I'm proud that I stayed consistent. Like I had like 6 seconds or more in 2 or 3 of the rounds. So maybe I should have thrown some extra reps in there, or maybe I was being too conservative. I don't know. I am just so bad at this online thing. So bad at it.
Yeah, we'll talk about that as a whole at the end.
Yeah.
Because you exceeded your plan, even going out hotter than you planned. You still did better than your plan was for you to do.
Right.
And you had lots of time left at the end of each round.
Yeah.
So you get that done. You come home. We talked last night. You say your body feels great and you don't need much recovery because don't feel like you did any legs.
Yeah.
Woke up this morning. I get a text from you. Body still feels great.
Yep.
Ready to get after it. And again, for people that weren't here last night, you had the flu like a week ago.
I probably should have tested for COVID, because if I'm being honest, I feel like it's not like I didn't have like the flu. I didn't have any like stomach or, I wasn't throwing up or bathroom issues. It's totally my lungs. And so I feel like I'm redlining like right when I start working out. And that's just frustrating. Like I don't, no one ever wants to be tired right when they start. So yeah,
and
always.
You made no excuses about it last night. You're like, these athletes go through this all the time and you just have to push through.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep.
But you said you felt 10% better on Saturday than you did Friday. Mm-hmm. How did this morning go?
I woke up, my body felt fine. I started moving once I got to the gym, and my lungs felt how they felt on Friday. Like and I don't know if it was a nervous thing combined with that. Like I just almost like started like panicking. Like again, I think I've got to stop like questioning my fitness and making some of these having some of these like plans written out. 'Cause like, I think I'm like holding myself back a little bit, and maybe that was partly because I wasn't feeling 100% and like trying to make sure I didn't blow up, but I don't know.
You're skipping ahead now.
Yeah. Sorry.
So you kind of regressed feeling wise lung.
Yeah.
And then, but you did the workout this afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
And this workout was the goblet hell and the rope climbs.
Mm-hmm.
You told me this morning before the workout that you thought the crux of the workout would be who could do the legless fast.
Yeah.
How did that part go for you?
Good. I didn't feel like my grip was blown up. I felt okay. I almost think I might have possibly was too conservative.
Okay. So the burpee cash in, cash out, how did that go?
Cash in, I think I paced perfect. I will say I was like, and so we talked and like my body feels great, but I don't know how many people have followed my story. I have spondylolisthesis, and I feel like when I do a lot of deadlifts, I lose springiness. So I'm not necessarily sore, but I don't feel like my lower half works as well. So the box jumps are they look awkward, I feel like, and feel awkward. Like they're just pretty laborious. So I mean, yeah, I wish I was like slightly more springy through those to finish a little bit stronger, and I didn't break down splits and see what I did, if I was equal or faster on the second set of box jump overs. But yeah, I was trying to push hard.
Personally, I wish there were more rope climbs. I think you're one of the best female rope climbers in the game. And I think that would have been a huge separator for you
Yeah.
if they added a little bit more to that. And your one fear, or I don't know if it was a fear, your one concern was that the goblet step ups were pulling you forward and that was going to affect your back.
Yeah. Yep. Back
Did you feel
and
that?
shoulders.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say it was like not I didn't feel like I had like any back tightness per se. I just was conscious of not like straining and like blowing up my biceps or anything for those rope climbs. And I think I took too many breaks on the goblet squats. I did 14-6 on the step ups, and I think that was fine, but I did 10-6-4 on squats, and that was just silly. I don't know why. I just was like normal questioning my, like, are you going to be okay for the legless rope climbs? I don't know.
So the athlete I was with, broke the goblet squats just for grip.
Yeah.
Because of the concern on the legless.
Yeah.
But wasn't as, so I think it was like 14-6.
Yeah, that would have been smart.
Okay. So now we're in the Monday morning quarterback where you're looking back and now you're questioning and evaluating and doing all this stuff. Before you do that, I want to give a couple quick shout outs to our crew in the chat. I want to do this more often. Yash, Kenneth, Jody, thank you so much for joining us. You guys are the best. It's good to see you guys all here. So you talk about being overly conservative. And I think, like, thinking about our discussions last night, and not just last night, but a lot of our discussions, I do think that is something that that you can improve on going into next season.
Mm-hmm.
Like almost like you have to on purpose say, this is the plan. Now I'm going to add 10%.
Yeah.
Like, just because I can't figure it out, I don't give myself enough credit. So I've got to like add this filter in at the end to give it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Hey, Bruce, welcome to the show, man.
Hey, Bruce.
So, and that, I think that comes back, and we always seem to end up here. And that's just belief in yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
I look at this leaderboard, and we'll talk about the result now, and then we'll talk about kind of the ramifications of all that. So first, tell the audience, where did you finish last year in the same division at 38 years old?
26th.
And where did you finish this year in the same division at 39 years old?
17th.
So a 9-place improvement. And God, I could not be more proud of you.
Thanks.
That is freaking awesome. In the last year in this division, you have improved 33% on the leaderboard.
Mm-hmm.
And so next year, we've said it all along, next year you'll be in the first year of the new division, and that's the time to push. Mm-hmm. So Kenneth says, dang, outstanding.
Thanks, Ken.
And Damien is all the emojis that are saying, yay, you're awesome.
Thank you.
So we talked after the show last night, and I think there's a part, you're such a fan of the sport, which is what makes you a great analyst and why I'm taking you with me to Orlando and Pasadena, that some of the OGs you put on a pedestal.
Yes. I was thinking about that sort of this afternoon myself. Like I think it comes a little bit from, this has always been a goal of mine. Like I knew I was like pretty good at this stuff, but it's like that old, like when whoever Sean or whatever says, like, you don't realize how bad you have to suck, or just how good you have to be just to suck, at the CrossFit Games. And like, I know like people around me will be like, you are like seriously the fittest person I know. And I'm like, yeah, you just don't know. Like I'm trying to tell them, you don't know what you don't know. And I think I like look at that the rest of the people too much. And so then I'm like telling myself, you're not as good as them. There's these people have been around forever that can, and you're just not as good as them. So yeah, you're right. I do. I put all the OGs on a pedestal.
And so you look at you told me last night, and you don't care if I share some of this, right? You're an open book.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, when I go into that next division, like there's Sam Briggs and there's Jen Ryan and there's Rebecca Voigt.
Yeah.
And I want to say to you, you just went up against Stacy Tovar and China Cho. Like you belong in that group with all those people. And looking back, and I know you would never make this excuse for yourself. One, you were sick. Two, I think you left reps on the table.
Yeah.
And because you're being so conservative and you don't want to blow up, but I think you're to the point where to take that next step, you've got to push to greatness.
Mm-hmm.
And not accept mediocrity. And I don't mean that in like a bad way, a mediocrity in this field.
Yeah.
Right. Not overall.
Mm-hmm.
Because people like Bruce say, fire, fire, fire. And Kat is saying, that is amazing. Flex, 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 clap, clap, clap. So, are you proud of your performance this year?
I am. We did talk about it, and I told you I've been thinking about it. Like I am like starting to, like, in a little bit of a way, like trying to give myself a little bit more credit. Like I do, like, in a small part of me thinks I'm fitter than I think I am. I've got to put myself in, I got to go see some of these other athletes that live around me and try to do some workouts with people. Like I need to learn to, like, because I suck in these online, like these solo, when I'm just me in the gym, like I don't do a great job. And so maybe I need to like have some more of these, because I'm not always going to have in person, but like if I can find some people to work out next to, hit that threshold once in a while and like get more comfortable with that, like pacing. I think that could benefit me a lot.
So let's look at baby DT, right? You had a plan to do 2 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
You had like 20 seconds left.
Mm-hmm.
If you're beside Stacy Tovar and she hits 2 and 7 and keeps going, what is your natural reaction in a live competition?
Yeah.
Don't let her get good. Yeah. Don't let her get ahead of me.
Right.
And that's why in your 2 live competitions in the last year, you took first overall and second overall, because in person, you don't let those people beat you. So I want you to think about this. And I feel like I'm life coaching, and I don't mean to. Like, how in your head can you simulate that China Cho is right beside you and she's doing 3 more reps?
I don't know. I can't. I have tried. I'm like sometimes I'm like, in like something like running or rowing, I feel like I can sort of do that, like, but it's hard for me to do that with a barbell movement or even like the rope climb. Like, I know I should just jump right up there. Like, what would you do if they're standing next to you? You jump up. But like, I don't know. I don't know how to do that.
So Jody says, great job, Jamie. I totally relate to your Midwestern humility. Always guarded, but basically a powerhouse.
Yeah.
So I think that's where you have to have some tough decisions to make over the next year. Like, you say there's nobody around you, but in a 2-hour radius, there are some athletes.
Yeah.
There are semifinalists. There are teens that are moving up into that open division.
Yep.
There are going to be people that, if you want to push and you want to see if you can beat people, you can do that.
Right. Yep.
So I know your goal was top 20.
Mm-hmm.
Last time I checked, 17 is less than 20.
Yeah.
So you met that goal.
Yep.
I know individually you didn't get the top 5 or the top 10. You did get a top 10.
Two, a 9 and a 10. So
yeah. So 2 top 10s. And that's the best in the world.
Yeah.
That's top 10 in the world. In maybe the most competitive division other than the open division.
Yeah, it sucks that this isn't top 20 going to the games, right? Why'd they do that?
I know that's a whole nother show.
I know.
And we will definitely dive into that, because after what's happened this year and to the Masters division, like it is going to be my soapbox to bring more attention to the Masters division and to promote what an amazing division this is.
Mm-hmm.
And that, just wait, like the documentary that's going to come out from this weekend is going to promote Masters, and it's going to explain why that you should be watching them. And the inspiration was Jamie. She's the one that got me my first full length documentary. And now we're going to keep moving. So season's over.
Mm-hmm.
Unless there are some major penalties at the top.
Yeah.
Have you got any of yours validated yet?
I haven't.
Wow. Because I know they probably have bigger fish to fry, though.
Yeah, they'll
Like
start up with
getting the leaderboard to work.
all that. That too.
So now it's, you gonna take some time off?
No.
Nah.
I'm gonna do the semifinal workouts for indies.
But you got a week.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't.
You just have to move.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll do class.
But you can dial back the intensity a little bit.
Sure, I'll do class WOD all week.
You didn't answer the dial back the intensity.
I can dial back the intensity in class WOD.
Okay. And then when is it are you going to wait till after the games to like sit down, map out a plan for what next season's going to look like?
No, I feel like that's too long.
Okay.
Like, yeah, like I feel like in the next, probably after semis wrap up, so like probably June, I need to know what I'm doing.
Okay. Well, it has been a blast following you this season, and even a bigger blast getting to know you as a friend, and getting to hang out with you. And we're going to have fun the rest of the season.
Yeah.
So your competition may be over, but you've still got a job to do.
Yes.
Because you are going to be our analyst probably for the rest of the season. So semis in the games.
Okay.
And And we're going to get some interviews where you're going to help with documentaries. You're going to talk to athletes. You're going to get, and who knows, that could lead to some kind of a dialogue that you get with another athlete that can help you into next season.
Yeah.
Not that that's why you're there, but it just could come through relationship building.
Mm-hmm.
Because like the thing that blew me away about the pedestal thing, and I'm sorry for harping on this. You were putting all these people on a pedestal, and one of the people you put on a pedestal reached out to me to see if she could get your number to be able to hang out with you.
It's mind-boggling.
Right? You didn't reach out to her. I didn't reach out to her. She reached out to me to say, hey, can you get me Jamie's number? Because I need to hang out with her this weekend.
That's crazy. I'm incredibly grateful for that. Like, she helped me a ton.
Yeah. And she's going back to the games.
I know she
at
did.
least
Phenomenal.
At least in this.
Yeah.
In this division.
Yes.
And she's still got a shot to make it in the open.
Mm-hmm.
And with her, you just never know.
I know. Yeah.
She's tough as nails. And that's Jen Ryan. She will be on the show tomorrow night. So we'll be having fun with her, a little party atmosphere since she's going to the games, and Jamie will be on to chat with her as well and talk about kind of their budding. It's not a bromance because you guys aren't bros. What's it called?
I don't know. She-mance? I have no idea.
She-mance? She-mance. She-mance.
Yeah.
So that'll be cool. And Kenneth is win-win-win. You know, a lot of stuff. Relationship building. It's what this sport is built on. And you're killing it. So proud of you. So proud of what you've accomplished this year. So glad we got to go along with you for the journey. And Bruce says, Jamie, you're still our champion.
Well, thanks. I appreciate it. I'm sorry to be the first athlete.
It's a hermance.
Oh, it's a hermance. Okay.
You are not the first athlete out, FYI.
Wow. You guys don't get rid of me though, so.
Yep. Yeah, you're sticking like glue. Well, with that, guys, we have one more show tonight. We have Jessie Smith, the wife of Mr. Chandler Smith, who is going to semifinals. She qualified individually, but has chosen to go team. So we're going to explore why that decision and what's going on with that. But we can't get Chandler on, but so we're going to get his wife. And it may be more fun anyway.
Exactly.
So that's tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Hope you can join us for that. And with that, everybody in chat, thank you. Kenneth, Bruce, Jody, Damian, all you guys, you're the best. We'll see you next time on the Clydesdale Media Podcast.